You don't blink, bro. You really don't blink.
It was right between my legs. You blinked! You blinked! Oh, wrong way. Oh, my bad. Just, last time I was live streaming, someone was watching me, but I don't know who it was. It wasn't my phone. It wasn't no one.
Was
it you?
Yeah, in my live stream right now, yeah.
Wait, what?
Go in the broadcast, bro.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So I'm starting a broadcast, hold up.
Oh.
But I'm back already.
Bro, that was so sick. I can't believe oh my god. You literally almost hit that.
Ah! This game's garbage, I think. We have to listen.
I'm just gonna watch my broadcast. I'm just gonna watch my broadcast.
We have to listen.
Where you at? Oh. What the?
Oh, let me get far. Oh.
Go.
Go already!
Oh, me? Oh! You blinked! You blinked! You blinked! That was right in my face. That was... I swear, bro, that was right in my face.
Oh. You blinked right on my foot.
Oh, what the?
Oh yeah, my bad.
Oh! I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch. Oh! I wish I could pull up both of them at the same time, but I'm just gonna watch mine. Oh, hold on. Okay. There. Do it, Junior. Wait. Okay. Hit me. Hit me. Stupid. Yo, what are you doing? Yo, what are you doing? Why you do that? No. Are you watching your broadcast? Oh my god, you're so to that. You blinked, I mean you hit my good.
No, I aimed. I just wanted to get you there. Who hit me? On the head.
That way, what? The way I blinked?
What? You went? You gate him? Hold on. Did I hit you already? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof.
I hit the stair.
Oh! Was that a blank or did it hit me?
No. No, it didn't hit me. It didn't hit me. What's that? Oh my god, those right next to me.
Oh,
Go.
Oh, that's okay.
There you go again.
Shut up. Shut up. Oh! The shot gets closer every time.
Oh. Watch on my podcast.
Are you watching my laser?
No, watching mine.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I was watching you.
Watch your telescope again, imagine. Turn it on, I hear you.
Oh, you missed me. You blanked me. Oh, you hit me. I want to hit the shotgun instead of shot.
What the? Oh. Don't break it off, so you can have it back. What happens if I do 4? And then I do a floor? 4 and then floor? What the heck is that?
Stupid. Dumb.
What happens if I do that? 3rd floor.
No,
Oh!
that's even more dumb. That's dumb. It's gonna stay right there.
Oh.
Did I hit you already?
Yeah.
I didn't even do that. Holy shit.
Oh! Oh!
Stupid.
Dude, do you hear that noise like going?
Yeah.
Oh, you
Not
still there?
that, but like I hear the little like siren. It's like a siren.
You hear it? I can't. Blink. Blink. Miss. Blink. There.
Where the fuck did you go? I swear you went.
So, oh, that was so close. I'll let it back up more. Wrong way. I'm gliding. I was watching your stream. I hate that. How I saw you. That was sick.
I didn't mean to. I was like, what the fuck? I just shot. That was funny.
What? I'm over here.
What?
I'm over here. Oh, you're going over there.
No, Doug, I just hit you. And you broke the damn thing.
I'm good. I'm like it. Oh, jeez. I'm good. I'm like it. Oh, jeez. The stream can hear the siren noise too.
I know. I think it's your phone, cause what do you call it? It's like the stream and
I unplugged my mic and I saw it on stream. It's my mic. I unplugged it and I saw it on stream.
Hi, motherfucker! You not do that again? That was a blink, by the way. Oh, I got hurt big time.
Blink. Yeah.
Stupid fuck.
Oh.
That's the good one. Oh, keep up, you know. You cross it. Oh, you bitch, you missed my second.
I'm going over there. Oh my god, that almost hit you.
Oh, so freaky. Don't hate me.
I'm gonna flip you. I'm not gonna stop spinning. Oh, okay, did it? Oh my god, I'm so close.
I saw that. Let's see how fast I can do it.
Dead. Oh, okay.
Dead. I did it while I'm joking. I'm big, long spot.
Ow! What was that?
I'm doing too close to the thing there.
Did I hit you already? I'm gonna take a slurp.
Yes, you hit me.
Well, hit me one more time. I took a slurp.
Let's just take a slurp. No sick way.
You blinked on my foot, I think. No, you didn't. That was literally so. I'm standing right on it.
It's just like so many times. There's a blank, by the way. So funny.
I knew.
I meant to aim for your body.
Oh, this is so good.
Like you. Ooh, they close?
No. Oh, you blink.
Oh my, what the rifle was it?
Where am I supposed to hit? You blinked.
Stay there, stay there.
Wake up.
It takes so long to fucking fly down. I don't know, I mean you do that.
Oh my god, those are... You blink. Go. You go up there.
I shot your uncle's kid.
I'm on hit, stop. I'm blanking.
No, look at my stream, I just ain't firing you.
I'm on hit.
I'm hit firing you, I'm not even aiming. Bro, watch my stream instead.
What?
So watch my stream instead, so you can see like my quality.
No, cause you just want views. Oh my god, the hit! If I hit this, I don't know. Please hit. Oh, stairs is in the way, bro. Just tell me if I blank. Oh, is that blank? Wait, you're supposed to hit me. What the heck?
I'm hit firing you. How much health you got?
51. 2 hits and I'm dead. One hit, I'm 1 hit. 18.
Oh shit.
This is fun. Do you want to do this or do you want to do something else, Junior?
You said what?
Do you want to do this or do you want to do something else?
Okay, I heard it. Please don't do it again. That's your head. Oh, that really makes sense. I was pulling my charger, I was wondering why it's so hard to pull it. Oh my, it's connected to my phone. It's in my pocket.
That killed you. Definitely not killed you. What is something else? Like,
if I shoot you, who killed you?
Where are you at? Oh my god.
How to see all these touch you so?
What are you doing? No, stop. Freak. I'm trying to do something, Junior.
Oh, faggot.
Can you... How high can you throw it?
How high can you go? He stops. What'd you do? Oh, you're an idiot move. What else
Oh my god, my mic is connected to my chain. I'm scared. I can't take it off. Oh my god. I'm gonna take it off. Oh, I just tangled it. How did it get connected? Wait, what? Oh, how did it wrap around my... Oh. All I had to do was take off my headset and it would have came off.
Oh, you faggot. Hey, let's see who can do the fastest 90s.
Okay.
Hold on. Right here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what?
Ready?
Right there. Drop
3.
this truck, wait, drop everything. Come here.
Wait, do we have to build 90 like this, or can we do whatever we want? Like this?
No, just up.
Just up, okay.
Whatever you think the fastest way to go all the way up is.
Okay.
First one to max out, you stay here. Yep, ready?
You blinked me for some reason. Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
I heard you build a wall before 1. I'm stuck.
Oh, it's so glitchy when I do this.
Bro, what the heck? I'm lagging. Why am I lagging?
Jungle Billy's so fucking fat.
I just lagged off.
Right.
I lagged off.
First things first, what the fuck are your 90s? Just like a mixture of 180s, 190s, 180, 1000s. Alright, just build straight up right here.
Okay.
Calm down.
3,
For the staircase.
2, 1, go. Oh, I can't even build walls. It takes so long to build a wall. But I just leveled up. Let's go. Did you level up?
No.
I'm just gonna do this.
I'm doing regular 90s right now, you're lucky.
Oh my god, you're catching up. Oh my god, in my hand.
What is that ringing, bro?
I don't know. It's my
phone. Go to
it's my mic.
Instead. It's because you're on the live stream and you're on your phone at the same time.
Okay, hold on.
Go to my stream.
Hold on, I'm still cranking.
My girl must be.
Oh, max height.
Mom, where's your phone at?
These are fireworks.
Get there. Ah, nope. I'm gonna edit down. Did you press start? Why am I over here? Okay, I left. Let's put some duos. Alright, you gotta get off.
What?
Oh, you gotta get off?
No.
Oh, then let's put some duos.
Okay. I'm doing this one.
Oh my god, I'm actually tired. I didn't need stretch. What am I gonna get?
It's not letting me exit.
Really?
Oh, there we go.
You know who Nico Cardo Avocado is?
Nico Cardo Avocado. What?
You know who that is?
No.
I saw one guy that does food. Like he eats a lot of food. You know those people who eat food. Oh. No, my home's getting robbed in the game called Built Life. My home's getting robbed. My home's getting robbed. Oh man, you about to back up. Go off. Yo. Oopsies.
Oopsies.
Let's see. Oh, what the heck? I found a tent. What's? Oh, great. I don't know why people are watching this.
JG, I'm going to eat Oreo and cookies, okay?
For how long?
I don't know how long it takes me to eat Oreo cookies.
Okay.
But I'm going while you're children eat Oreo cookies.
Okay.
Oh shit.
What happened?
I stubbed my toe in a weight. Oh, motherfucker. I'm not wearing shoes or socks either. That shit hurt.
How many Oreos and cookies are you eating?
5 times 85.
For keeping up with me on Instagram.
I also got donuts and cookie nut. Oh, where's my fork? I forgot a fork.
Wait, what?
I said I forgot a fork. I'll be back. Okay, it took me a while to realize that the fork was inside my pocket. So,
Okay.
I'm halfway retarded.
So how long do you think that's gonna take you?
Give me 6 hours.
Okay.
And my cookie go, I split it in half and it disappeared. Fuck. You're gay? I know. Oh, you motherfucker.
Okay, I'll just grab a slice of pizza and eat as well.
に戦力を投入した鬼才能。まさかあれほどの強さか。さらにシルバーカンドなど、これはテレフォルの好きなの。だがこのまま元に帰ったら今度は私が王子に問われるかもしれない。なんとか画廊を自力で切り抜けてもらうしかないが、どうやら絶望的だ。むしろ兄ちゃんだったらあそこまで傷を負ってまだ立てるか。あと60年はかければわしだってあんなに頑張るんだ。それ大阪した行くぞバック。元一番星が弱り切ったところを狙ってきやがった。しかももう一人の知事はセントル鉄山家の達人ボンブ。振り抜くに恥じてもらねえわ。これじゃあ命の意味を知る鬼サイボーグが俺を見逃せない。つまりこのピンチを乗り切るには3匹まとめてぶっ殺すしかねえ。
Junior, you done? Junior, you done? Junior.
Because everybody's talking about Will Smith. Because Dada and August had an entanglement. Because when she was single, she wasn't down the rip. Because Dada and August, he was just a kid. Because no one of me. Just said it is what I had. Because everybody's talking about Will Smith. Because Dada and August had an entanglement. Because when she was single, she wasn't down the rip.
No.
Watch the order, man.
Here, wait up. Oh my god, you got so big.
Bobopedic means comfort. Ah. Hey guys! Bobopedic, from your head up to your feet. Feels like no mattress you've felt before.
Bob's Bobopedic.
And tonight we return to the countries that have just joined us. We welcome you to the countries that are coming back that have been with us throughout the course of the evening. We welcome you back to Las Vegas, Nevada, the boxing capital of the world, where we're visiting the MGM Grand Hotel and Casino for this mega fight they're calling the Dream Match. As Golden Boy Promotions and Top Rank Boxing in association with the MGM Grand present this International Boxing Classic. In the welterweight division of 147 pounds, Oscar De La Hoya of Los Angeles, California, 39-5 with 30 knockouts, takes on Manny Pacquiao, the prize of the Philippines. Ladies and gentlemen, from the MGM Grand of Las Vegas, Nevada, USA, Golden Boy Promotions and Top Rank Incorporated are proud to present the main event of the evening, the Dream Match. 12 rounds of boxing in the welterweight division. Brought to you in association with HBO Pay-Per-View and MP Promotions, and sponsored by Cazadores, the one with the deer on it. Tecate, Cerveza con Character, DeWalt Tools, guaranteed tough. Southwest Full Throttle or go home. Sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission. At ringside, the three judges scoring this bout. Should it go the distance? Adelaide Bird, Stanley Christodoulou, and Dave Moretti. And inside the ring, your referee in charge of the action at the bell, Tony Weeks. And now, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, may the best man win. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Waiting out of the blue corner, wearing red and white, officially weighing 142 pounds, professional record 52 fights, 47 victories including 35 knockouts with 3 defeats and 2 even. Ladies and gentlemen, the former flyweight world champion, former junior featherweight world champion, former super featherweight world champion and current lightweight champion of the world from General Santos City, the fighting pride of the Philippines and #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world, Manny Pacquiao. Fighting out of the red corner, wearing burgundy and gray, official weight 145 pounds. Since capturing Olympic gold, his professional record stands at 44 fights, 39 victories, including 30 knockouts with 5 defeats and 10 world titles. Ladies and gentlemen, the former junior lightweight, former lightweight, former super lightweight, former two-time welterweight, former two-time junior middleweight, and former middleweight champion of the world, the Golden Boy from East LA, Oscar De La Hoya. Atmosphere absolutely sensational here. The
Okay,
MGM Grand
Oscar,
Tony
Manny,
calls him in.
you both received your instructions in your dressing room. Okay, look, if it goes right here, it's okay. Anything below that's low. Right here is okay, anything below that's low. I want a good, clean fight. Obey my commands at all times. Above all, protect yourself at all times. Let's go.
All right, so we're set to go, Dave. I don't know about you, but there's no place in the world I'd rather be than right here, right now.
Goosebumps.
That's it.
Electricity, and you know, Manny Pacquiao, you're always expecting him to come flying out there and throwing something huge. Let's see if that's what he does here against Oscar.
And a lot of people think that's what Oscar has to do, too, is come out real fast and fight every minute of every round himself. Will there be any filling out process, or will they go right to it? Oscar starts the test with the right hand upstairs. And he continues to circle to his left. Nobody's committed to anything hard just yet.
We'll watch Oscar for the right hand lead down the chute against Manny's southpaw style as Pacquiao flips him off with the double left hook, and Oscar De La Hoya is a great left hook artist to the body.
And on the breaks, watch the uppercuts off the hands of De La Hoya. Oscar knows how to fight southpaws. Manny tries to touch him up with the jab, and you can see the reach is significant for De La Hoya. And the cheers go up. A battle between the Filipinos and the Mexicans.
Right here in the United States.
Manny caught him. Oscar hasn't landed anything significant here in the first round, so in the first minute he hasn't just thrown caution to the wind and made Manny feel his power yet. But Oscar can set up that left hand. A little bit of abrasion on the nose of Oscar De La Hoya already. Oscar blasts the left side of the body of Manny downstairs. Manny has a tendency to bounce and skip, and if he throws that left hand down the middle, he can get you out there at times with the left hand down the middle. But right now he's concentrating on positioning, Dave.
And De La Hoya with the right hand glued to his chin, expecting Pacquiao to throw the big straight left hand down the middle. And it's been tried a couple times, and De La Hoya has managed to smother those shots.
Manny touches him up with his jab that time. There's a left hand lead for Manny, which is his power shot to the southpaw. 2 minutes gone. De La Hoya's not winning the first round at this point, in my opinion.
And it looks a little roughed up around the nose area, too. Some good, sneaky shots getting through by Pacquiao.
Now Oscar opens up for the first time. Texas Pacquiao to the right temporal bone as Pacquiao is bent over. You know, part of the philosophy for smaller guys is sometimes to make yourself smaller, like Whittaker used to do. And Pacquiao can bend way down when Oscar comes in, as he showed that time. It can be a difficult angle for Oscar. Oscar's short with his punches and special back in his reach.
And there's Pacquiao darting back out of trouble and then into the punching range. And his speed has probably been a little bit of a surprise for Oscar so far.
Well,
straight left hand getting through, then ducking down.
Youth around the world watch and look up to these people.
From the outside, it's like you got everything. But after the Olympics, the village doors close, and that's kind of it.
80%, maybe more, go through post-Olympic depression. Media love building somebody up and then come crashing down. We have to do something.
Summer grilling season. By beef farmers and ranchers.
To miss the counter from Oscar De La Hoya.
Oscar looked almost a little awkward with some of his punches in the first round. Here we go, round number 2. Let's see if he tries to put some pressure on Manny Pacquiao now. You heard Freddie Roach say, as soon as you feel those ropes get off there, and he gets off by hitting Oscar.
Oscar and De La Hoya look tight in the opening round.
He looks tight right now, too. Manny nails him with the right hand. You know, Oscar was a natural southpaw, so he's got considerable power with his left hand, but he hasn't been able to land it yet. Manny's landed the heavier blows and more blows to this point. Little side-to-side dip. So far, things are working for Manny Pacquiao. As Oscar can't touch him up. The quickness of foot, the movement of his head, and the hand speed.
Now watch when De La Hoya moves to his left to cut off the ring. That is when Pacquiao charges him. And he will not let the ring be cut off. When Oscar moves to his left, watch and see if Pacquiao then decides that's the time to charge.
Minute gone in the second round. So far, Manny Pacquiao looks like he's outboxing Oscar De La Hoya, to my way of thinking. Oscar missing with the jab, jab, jab. So that stiff left hand and jab, taking it for the head of Manny, and Manny bobbing, weaving, diving, ducking. He's not being hit by the jab at all. Oscar's got to get a piece of him. If I'm him, I got to step up the inside, catching him in the chest. You got to get a piece of him.
Let's start there. Yeah, get inside. He wants the right hand lead against Pacquiao. The Pacquiao is really quick with his feet.
Oscar fighting a little on the flat to the side. Manny right up on his toes.
It's magic so far for Pacquiao's ability to go in and out.
And in spite of the fact that Oscar had Angelo Dundee advising him, was there, Angelo always used to say, hit, don't get hit, in and out, and that's exactly the way Manny Pacquiao is fighting right now. There's the uppercut. Straight left hand.
He is sharpshooting here. And he's showing extraordinary patience. He lands his best shot, then he gets out.
It's going to be many years before electric cars unite.
More here in the early going. I really thought he'd try to test his power shots against this guy, but he can't catch up with him.
No, he cannot get inside and work that body and set up the rest of the fight.
Well, he can't hit him with the jab, seemingly. And without being able to touch him up with the jab, you're going to have a difficult time with the right hand. Of course, one big punch with the left hook can change the course of this fight in a minute. In a second. It was the left hook that got through that time, but it was with an outstretched hand of Oscar. There was no power behind it. So Pacquiao's movement is the difference in this fight, and it's extraordinary.
we doing this?
Why are we doing what? Using my Old Spice moisturized with shea butter body wash?
Use your body wash.
And all I wanted was to have a body wash.
We see all you accomplished, even when you've had to change how you get things done.
Rev up your engines! Today I'm going to talk about 5 reasons you should not buy a Tesla electric car. Now everybody talks about electric cars being the future. I remember when I was a kid they talked about flying cars are going to be the future. Well, then that never came about. But electric cars probably will be a certain percentage of the future. Only how far away in the future? And of course, which models are going to succeed as electric cars and which are going to fail. Now, in my opinion, it's going to be many years before electric cars in the United States become normal vehicles that everyone drives around in. But if you do want to get an electric car today, here's 5 reasons why I'd say don't buy a Tesla. And numero uno, that's price. These things are really expensive. And, at least so far, they don't hold their value that much. I met a guy who bought a Tesla, put like 35,000 miles on it, and when he went to trade it in, the Tesla dealer offered him 50% of what he paid for that car. He was going to lose over $50,000 owning that thing for 2 years. And here's where competition's going to come into effect. Obviously, more and more companies are going to start making electric cars. Chevy now has the Chevy Bolt, not the Volt, but the Bolt. It's made in China. The Chinese have very modern factories. They seem to have pretty good quality control from what I've read. I haven't seen any here because they're generally not allowed to sell these Chinese cars in the United States yet. But of course, eventually they will. Nissan has the Nissan Leaf. That's an all-electric car that's been out a while, and the new one are definitely a large improvement over the other one. And you're talking a lot less money than what Tesla's charging. Now, if you're talking about game-changing parameters, hey, electric cars, right? They're electric, they're efficient, they don't pollute. Well, a lot of the competitors are making smaller electric cars, so people are going to go electric. Hey, let's face it, you might as well go small if you want to be efficient. But Tesla's more the full-size variety. His cars are expensive. Yeah, they're big, they got a lot of room. Let's face the facts. In the United States, the average car generally has not that many people riding around in the thing. So what's the point of making these big vehicles to haul all that weight and all those heavy batteries around if there's only 1 or 2 people in the car? You might as well go small. So unless you have an endless supply of money and you want luxury, I advise don't buy a Tesla electric car. Buy some other model. And personally, I'd wait even on that until the chips fall the way they fall and you see who makes a reliable one, and the prices will start coming down as they mass produce them all. And speaking of mass production, that's the number 2 reason not to buy a Tesla. They've had poor quality control. They went from making not all that many cars to making tens of thousands of them every month. That changed the whole parameter for Tesla's manufacturing facility. They had problems in the factory. They ended up setting up tents and building the things in the parking lot. I guess Elon had an idea that it was going to be like the Terminator. He was going to have the robots build the robots and hardly have any people involved. Well, our technology hasn't evolved that far either, so they had so many problems they ended up doing it in the parking lot with human beings. And those, the body parts didn't fit. There were large gaps on one side, small gaps on other sides. They had electrical problems with the dash control unit. Some of them, the doors are supposed to recognize you when you come and the door handles flip out because they got these hidden door handles. And of course, that broke too. Isn't that a surprise? You put these gimmicks on cars that the handles are hidden and then they pop out when you get close to it. Come on now, what are we, 5-year-olds impressed by, little technology like that? Hey, really, my 94 Celica has kind of hidden door handles. They're flush with the car. And that leads into the 3rd reason not to buy a Tesla. Poor reliability and expensive repairs of these things. Nobody's going to know how to fix these Teslas other than at the Tesla dealers, right? You know about car repair? What's the most expensive place that's going to charge you the most to get your car fixed? The dealer, of course. In fact, the last records I found, Tesla spends more money per car doing warranty work than even Mercedes-Benz during the same period. And Mercedes certainly isn't known for cheap repairs. Even GM spends less money per car on warranty repairs than Tesla does. It says something. It certainly seems to say something to the Tesla executives. In 2018, 41 high-level executives quit and left the company. And in the last 12 months, 58 total high-level executives have quit the company. Now that included a lot of guys who had serious experience in the car business, including the chief accountant. And hey, if the accountant is leaving, hey, maybe he knows something more than even I know about this stuff. And, well, there's not much future for me here. Who knows how long they're going to be around? He does the actual figures. And let's face it, high executives, they get paid a lot of money. If they're leaving a job that pays them a lot of money, they're kind of saying, well, I'm not betting with Tesla on this one. I think I'll go work somewhere else. Because really, we live in highly competitive times, global, worldwide economies. You put all your bank money, especially with theirs, on the Model 3 that they're going to mass produce, things can easily go haywire. As an example, they recently laid off a bunch of people. They want to save money so they can make the price of the Model 3 lower. It was supposed to be like a $35,000 car, but in reality you couldn't get them for less than $45,000. But hey, if you're getting rid of people for a car that's already having problems in the manufacturing, I don't see that as a good thing. Now, the last reason I'm going to give not to buy a Tesla, the whole notion of electric cars in our modern society today. I got a friend in Canada. And get what? He lives in Canada, so it's really cold. Well, what happens there? If you know anything about batteries, they lose a lot of their power when it gets really cold outside. They can lose 30 to 40% of their capacity. So he found out that even though he had the thing fully charged at one of these fancy stations that did it with 240 volts instead of the 120 in the house, when he got up in the morning, he had 40% less mileage on the little readout than it's supposed to be when it's fully charged, because it was so cold. And he said when he plugged it into his house at the 120, it was going to take 5 days to charge the car. He did it for a few hours and found out it hardly did anything because it was so cold outside. It was losing so much percentage of the electricity going in that it was almost useless plugging it into his house. So he had to drive to one of these 240 volt charging stations. And he told me when he was there, he got lucky. He got there and it took 5 hours to fully charge this thing there. It was so cold. And there were people, they had other electric cars, and they were waiting behind him. And he said they kind of looked at him and glared at him. One guy even said, are you almost done? Are you almost done? Can you imagine if there were millions of people driving electric cars and they had to wait for, bad enough, take 5 hours to charge their car? What if there's 3 guys in front of you, you know? And let's face it, batteries are heavy. You make a relatively large car like a Tesla, they're heavier than the little ones. They have to have bigger batteries to pull all that weight. That's just the law of diminishing returns. To make it go better, you put in a bigger battery, but the bigger battery weighs more, so then it has to store more electricity to pull itself, and it just turns into a vicious circle, which, who wants to get involved in that? You're probably better off always making smaller electric cars, not big monster ones. Now, sure, the Teslas have all kinds of power. Their fancy one is faster than a Dodge Challenger with a Hellcat engine in it. I mean, they're screaming because electric motors have full torque all the time. As soon as you turn them on, they go up. They need to rev up like a car engine. But to get all that power takes a lot of energy. And if people are getting an electric car because they want efficiency and they want to have long ranges, you should go for a lighter car, not a heavier car. And when you combine the heaviness with the high price originally, and then the high price of repairs that they have a history of already, I don't think it's a good idea to buy a Tesla today. I mean, there's always going to be rich guys out there. They want the biggest, fastest, coolest thing, you know. You see the Teslas in movies and stuff like that. Yeah, that's certainly going to be a market for the guy. But if you're talking about a gigantic mass market, I'd think twice. It could have been the right idea at the wrong time implemented in the wrong fashion. Because when it comes to cars, it's not just the idea behind them, it's the implementation of that idea. And if it's implemented wrong, it can easily be a failure instead of a success. And with all those high-level executives quitting Tesla, it may be the electric.
Are you done? No. Hurry up, because I need to use the bathroom.
Did you eat the other donut bread?
No, I left it in the car.
Hey, can I take stories so I can have my body like that?
What? No.
But it'll make my dick shrink.
Keep it up, you.
No?
No.
Why not?
Because I don't want you like that.
Can I get my dick bigger?
No.
Why not?
I already told you.
Why?
Okay, simply put,
Why?
the strongest punch
Why?
the body can generate is a reverse punch that we call in karate, or the straight right or straight left, depending on if you're orthodox or southpaw in boxing. All right, some may argue about the hook, but the hook, even though it's a very effective punch and it's very strong, because it rattles the jaw, you know, making the head shake and, you know, producing knockouts, it's nowhere near the force that can be derived from the core of our body. Okay, that reverse punch, turning your body, looks like this. The strike is at the end of my shoulder and hip turn. Okay, generated from the floor to my hips to the target.
That phone is dirty. You better clean that shit.
Okay, and faster motion looks like this. You might be able to hear it. So that's what you want to practice. But let's incorporate some basic moves before that. First part of punching correctly starts with the basic fist. Now, a lot of people may not have learned the real proper way of making a fist, and I'm going to share some history with you. Well, first of all, you should roll your fingers up to where you cannot see your fingernails.
Mom, what? You turned off the light and you closed the door. Sorry.
Ay, vieja, no piensas. You're a bastard. You get down and cook it. I don't understand it.
You don't understand what?
You're smart at cooking.
Where's that Cybertruck? Is that around here?
That's somewhere right here. Bring on the Cybertruck. Cue music.
You know, I saw it on TV, I saw it at the intro, but nothing strikes you until you see it in person.
Back in November of 2019, Elon made headlines once again when he revealed this science fiction-inspired machine.
Pickup truck buyers tend to be pretty conservative in what they like. It's, needs to look like a pickup truck, you know, that kind of thing. And this doesn't look anything like a pickup truck.
Yeah.
But it immediately makes pickup trucks look old-fashioned.
Well, I think there's a preconceived notion of what a pickup truck should be. And I think that's something that we said, if we're going to go bold, we need to do something that breaks that norm. Yeah, so back here we have the vault.
Okay.
Touch of a button.
Did you see just hopping in this car now? And that was
just opens right up like magic.
That's very cool. And a good sized bed, yeah.
Yeah, if you want to mount like a missile launcher or something, you can do that.
Yeah. And closes them. And how strong is that?
You can walk on it.
You can walk on it?
It's very strong. It's like, so if you've got some valuable cargo in the back, this will protect your cargo and secure it against being stolen. So it's pretty stout.
People of Tesla! Let's take it for a drive. Feels very much like any other Tesla. You've got instant acceleration. The greenhouse is fabulous. I love how open it appears to be. And how close is this to what it'll look like in production?
At Tesla, we always want to have the production car be better than the show car. It always drove me crazy when manufacturers would come out with this cool-looking show car, and then the actual production car would be way worse.
Right.
And you're like, man, you got us all excited about this sweet-looking car, and then the production one is terrible. We won't do show cars that aren't real. So I think we got the proportions here pretty close.
What would you change when it finally reaches production? What do you think you would do?
We're 5% too big, and if we just take all the proportions and drop them by about 5%.
Oh, you mean all the way around?
Yeah. So it's got to fit in a normal garage.
Right.
Yeah. And there's lots of little details that people wouldn't necessarily pick up consciously. Just improving visibility. Having the glass like this is actually quite hard because it's so sloped.
Is that a special kind of glass? Is that different than normal windshield glass?
We are going to be using effectively a form of armored glass for the car. And the door panels of the car are the 300 series stainless steel, and it's so tough that it's bulletproof to a handgun.
And why is that important to you that it be bulletproof? I mean,
it's badass and super cool.
That's super cool. But see, I like that answer. It's a good answer.
Do you want your truck to be bulletproof or not?
Yeah, I guess sure. I guess I want my truck to be bulletproof.
Yeah,
sure.
Exactly. But, you know, you never know. When the apocalypse comes, we should be glad it's bulletproof. We want to be a leader in apocalypse technology.
Exactly. There's your SpaceX headquarters right there.
Yeah. Yeah, the Boring Company tunnel starts just there next to the SpaceX parking garage.
Oh, is that right? How long is that tunnel?
That's about 1.5 miles.
Wow.
I wonder, we might be able to take the Cybertruck through it. That would be kind of nuts. Do you want to do that?
Take the Cybertruck through it?
Well, maybe.
I'm trying out Tesla's new space-age pickup called the Cybertruck.
It'd be quite interesting to see if we can actually fit it down there.
Now Elon has dared me to take it through the Boring Company's test tunnel right under Los Angeles.
All right, so this is the first time Cybertruck has ever been inside a Boring Company tunnel.
We don't even know if it'll fit.
We don't know. We're pushing the envelope.
Let's see. How are we?
I think you're looking good on this side.
Okay, here we go. Going into the tunnel.
That's it. Going pretty good.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, cool tunnel. What is that on the side?
This is steel reinforced concrete.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You can go faster. They were in a tunnel under LA.
That's very cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
You don't want to break down in here.
Well, this is a test tunnel, so there'd be parallel tunnels for, you know, any kind of like production situation. So there'd be many tunnels, and then you'd have doors in between the tunnels, and you'd also have like alcoves and that kind of thing where people could exit or do whatever's needed.
Wow, look how far that is. Just my luck, this is when the earthquake happened.
Oh, actually, tunnels are safer than the ground in an earthquake.
Tunnels are safer than the ground?
They think of like earthquakes are like waves on the surface.
Right.
And if you, let's say there's a hurricane, you'd rather be in a submarine than a ship.
Well, that's true.
Now, normally this would be on autopilot, so you wouldn't need to drive at all.
So the idea being you drive your Tesla down, you put it on autopilot, and it would take you through the tunnel.
Yeah. So this is the elevator.
Oh, the elevator takes us up?
Yeah.
Oh, very cool. We get right to here. And just stop where? Right about here?
Wow, we just barely fit. Here we go.
And now we're taking the elevator.
Hopefully we don't catch on anything on the way up.
It's hilarious.
But, you know, how crazy is this?
And just go forward?
Yeah.
Elon, thank you very much. This is a kind of a bucket list thing to get a glimpse of the future, and you're doing it, my friend, with the boring machine and going through the tunnel in this car. It's very cool. I hope the next 12 years is as good as the last 12 have been.
Well, thanks. It's been certainly a very eventful journey.
Hey CNBC fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Here you'll find videos from all your favorite CNBC shows. Be sure to subscribe by clicking right here. Click on the videos around me and watch the videos from CNBC. Thanks for watching.
Imagine you love frosting and filling.
I do love frosting and filling.
Well, imagine if there was a way to enjoy that delicious goodness anywhere, anytime, with nothing but a thin layer of foil between you and...
Pasta.
Yes, Curtis. This is a commercial about pasta.
I like pesto.
Subway brought back the $5 footlong, but they needed a fresh take on the song. That's where I came in. And since we're talking about the $5 footlong, MTV asked me to name 5 major moments in my own career. I'm Charlie Puth, and this is my defining 5. The point that I realized that music was definitely going to be in my life for a very long time was when I was about 12 years old. Again, I went to Catholic school, so I was kind of coerced into playing the organ for Mass. I brought it upon myself to bring an MPC drum machine into my church, and I'll never forget everybody's face because, you know, I'm overlooking everybody. I'm on this big organ. My feet can't even reach the pedals, and I'm looking down on everybody, and it's like really like plague old cadence, amen, and then you hear and then everybody like neurotically like looked up like they had never, we're not supposed to be hearing drums in a church. And at that point I was like, wow, I can get that kind of reaction out of people. I bet you I can get that kind of reaction out of people outside of church music and pop music as well. I remember my first gig, it was at this jazz club, this very famous jazz club in New York, and I would always go there with my dad on Monday night to early Monday morning, like 2 a.m., just to practice performing because I was just so afraid to perform in front of my classmates. So I would practice in New York, which I considered to be the real world where I could actually practice performing. And then one day I surprised my dad and sang in front of a couple hundred people that I didn't know at this jazz club, and that was the first time that I sang in front of people. Everybody thinks that I've been singing in front of people for a long time. I only started singing in front of people maybe when I was 16 years old. That's when I started. We played the biggest show ever in Cambodia, for example, a place that I had never been to when I was on my Asian tour, and we played for like 40,000 people. They thought 10,000 people were going to show up. 40,000, 40,000 people showed up. I couldn't believe that I was in a part of the world that I've never been to, and they were singing back every lyric to my B and C sides. It was crazy. As long as I can remember, like 2002, I used to wake up at 6 a.m. and put on MTV Jams, and music, you know, back in 2002 wasn't as accessible, so I either had to listen to the radio or watch MTV, which I still do. The day I got the call that I was going to be an MTV Push artist, I was on my first tour ever, nervous as hell, and it eased my nerves immediately hearing that I was going to be an MTV Push artist. MTV is symbolic for me, a network I watch all the time, and here I am going to be their Push artist. The main inspiration, or the creative genesis, I guess, for Girlfriend was an assignment I made myself. It was to make a song with as few chords as possible, because, I don't know, everybody knows me as the chord guy. I'm like, because I come from a jazz background. So I was on tour, and I had my little mobile set up, and I said, okay, I have my one synth. I'm going to just make a song with 3 or 4 chords. I wanted to make a simple song, and I wanted the lyric message to be very simple as well. It's, baby, would you ever want to be my girlfriend? It's just a question. And I love songs with questions in them because people can relate to them. I think the lyric originally was, baby, would you ever want to let me be your boyfriend? And I was like, yeah, let me be your boyfriend. No, I want you to, would you ever let me be, but would you ever want to be my girlfriend? I feel like is a sentence that people would say, and it sounded easier off the tongue. Baby, would you ever want to be my girlfriend? I'm always thinking about, okay, are the girls going to be comfortable singing this? Are the guys going to be comfortable singing? Is everybody going to be comfortable singing this at once? I just want people to have a good time or a bad time or however they want to feel. I just want them to feel something because I get such a high off of people's reactions to these songs. I don't expect my fans to be as musical nerdy as me. Whatever reaction it gives them, it doesn't have to be a musical analysis. I just want my music to be sonically different from everything that's normally heard on the radio and what they usually hear.
Charlie Puth's Defining 5 has been brought to you by Subway. Now only in the Subway app, $5 foot loans are back when you buy 2.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, they're gonna run out of my height. Because I gotta get them as they come out.
That shit sucks.
Because then later they're not gonna be out.
Je ne veux pas travailler, je ne veux pas déjeuner, je veux seulement oublier et puis
Bonsoir, je m'appelle Jérôme Guillaume. I'm the leader of the truck program here at Tesla. And it's my great pleasure to welcome you here in Los Angeles. All of you have played a very important role in making this event possible and ensuring the success of Tesla. Many of you here have given lots of referrals for the sales. Thank you very much. Many of you over there have helped us on the truck program, have given us feedback, have given us a lot of advice, and have placed a lot of reservations for the truck. So thank you very much for your support. And finally, I want to thank all of our employees here in Los Angeles, in the Bay Area, and at the Gigafactory for all their hard work, for something we make a lot of sacrifices, but I think you will agree with me that it's worth it when you see those beautiful products. I'm personally very passionate about trucks. I've been lucky to work in that industry for a long time, and I'm proud to say that we have the best trucks ever. Are you ready to see them? Bring them on!
trucks in a moment. Go to the trucks in a moment. All right. All right. Welcome to the Tesla semi truck event. I hope you like what you see. I'm going to tell you about everything that this truck can do. It blows my mind. I think it'll blow yours. Starting with performance. So we have an acronym we came up with that I think really describes the performance well. So it's a technical term, but let's show you what that means in acceleration. So one thing that we care about Tesla is we really care about performance. We want a vehicle that feels incredible, that accelerates like nothing else. Let's show what the truck, what it's like to be in a Tesla truck. This is real time. Okay. So that's the Tesla Semi will go 0 to 60 in 5 seconds. That's by itself or with a trailer. Now at 80,000 pounds max gross vehicle weight, that's the most amount of weight you can carry on a U.S. highway. This is the real-time acceleration of a Tesla Semi. That on the left, the thing that looks like it's not moving is a diesel truck. Just gonna give it a moment. I'm sorry to bore you. I apologize. It's boring. I know. Eventually it'll get there. Alright. Even with 80,000 pounds pulling max gross, getting 60 miles an hour in 20 seconds. That's what it can do. Now, what about up a hill? Okay, the best diesel trucks can only do 45 miles an hour up a 5% grade. Tesla Semi can do 65 miles an hour up to 5% grade. That's 65 miles an hour continuous at max gross. What this means is that if you're pulling a load over the Rockies or some mountainous terrain up a hill, you're earning per mile. You're earning 50% more per mile than you are in a diesel truck. That's a gigantic difference. So, now one of the biggest questions we've been asked about electric trucks is, well, how far can they go? Because, well, let's find out. So, 500-mile range. What does a 500-mile range mean? And by the way, it's 500 miles at maximum weight at highway speed. So you're doing like 60 miles an hour. That's a worst case scenario. But what it means is that because the vast majority of routes, because the vast majority are under 250 miles, it means that you can go to your destination and back. Even if your destination has no charging, you can go there and back, go there and home without recharging. So you could deliver a load out to the middle of nowhere and come back. Now, how do we achieve this? One of the ways we do this is we design the Tesla truck to be like a bullet. So whereas a normal diesel truck is designed more like a barn wall, this is a bullet. You can see this in the drag coefficient. So the Tesla Semi has a 0.36 drag coefficient. This is a really good number. By way of comparison, a Bugatti Chiron, which is a $2 million supercar, has a 0.38 drag coefficient. So it's got a better drag coefficient than a supercar.
By the way, by the way, you can see that in the design. Part of the way we achieve that is with the boat-shaped nose. We also have side flaps that map to whatever trailer you're pulling. Whether it's a new trailer or old trailer, the side flaps will map to whatever trailer you're pulling and close the gap. So this makes a huge difference to the drag coefficient. The bottom of the truck is also completely flat, so the air can flow straight through. These are things that you don't see on any other trucks, and it gives us incredible highway range. It's one of the key factors. We also have 4 independent motors. So there's a motor on each of the rear wheels, and an independent front suspension, so it's incredibly comfortable to drive this truck. Yeah. And then we just, for interest's sake, we created a pickup truck version of the Tesla Semi. It's a pickup truck that can carry a pickup truck. Actually, be able to legally drive that with a normal driver's license. It's kind of wrong, but I like it. Now, what about the driver experience? What does it feel like to drive this truck? It's amazing. Because this truck has no gears, you're not constantly shifting gears. It has one, or Model X or Model 3. It's just big. It's super easy to drive, and it feels incredibly responsive. It's unlike any truck that you've ever driven. And the point of view that you have is also incredible. We put the driver in the center. So the driver's actually in the center of the truck. You're positioned like you're in a race car. You have complete visibility of the road and all the surroundings. It's a beautiful, spacious interior. You can stand up inside. It's got redundant screens, and it just feels incredible to drive this. It's one of the best feelings. It's incomparably better than any other truck on the road. You really have to drive it to understand just how good that feels. I can drive this thing, and I have no idea how to drive a semi. If you take a few more shots of the interior.
Look at that.
Just gives you a sense. By the way, we also have also there's a little trunk in the front. Why not? We'll throw that in there. As compared to, I don't want to hurt your eyes, but that's what a diesel truck looks like today. It's a clutter of third-party devices. It's very difficult to use. It requires integration, installation. These things don't talk to each other. It's significant add-on costs, whereas the Tesla Semi, all of this is included. It's included in every truck. Everything just works. The moment you get the truck, it's got everything. And it'll seamlessly integrate with all the fleet systems, the things that are really important to the trucking industry. So, what about fueling today? If you're fueling a diesel truck, you've got fumes, spills, toxic environment, prices change all the time. And what a lot of people don't realize is it takes up to 15 minutes or more to actually fill a truck. You have to sit there for 15 minutes while the tank gets filled. As compared to charging a Tesla truck, you can charge at your origin or destination. So while you're unloading your cargo, you can charge. So the reason 400 miles is important is because you have to take a break eventually. So if you drive for 5 or 6 hours, which is that's about as much as you want to be driving continuously, because you have to stop for a bathroom break, get a bite to eat. In fact, you're legally required to stop for 30 minutes. So, but you, if 400 miles is like 6 to 7 hours of driving, which means what this means in practice is that by the time you're done with your break, the truck is ready to go. You will not be waiting for your truck to charge. It's a big deal. The Tesla mega chargers that will be installed worldwide, just like we've got superchargers installed worldwide. You've seen the supercharger map. It started off with just a few chargers in California. Now we have superchargers throughout the world, and you'll be able to go anywhere with a Tesla consumer vehicle. The same will be true of the Tesla Semi. You'll be able to travel anywhere in the world on the Tesla mega charger network. And that means we can guarantee the electricity rates, because these will be solar-powered mega chargers that charge to a Tesla power pack. It's 24/7, guaranteed low electricity. And because these mega chargers are solar powered, your truck is running on sunlight. Okay. What about safety? Now, when I say safety, I'm talking about the driver's safety. I'm also talking about other cars on the road. I'm talking about pedestrians. Safety for everyone. If you've got 80,000 pounds moving at 60 miles an hour, it's a very dangerous thing. Every truck we sell will have enhanced autopilot as standard. Okay. The truck will automatically brake. Yeah, you can read it too. It'll automatically brake, but it will actually automatically lane keep as well. So even if you're in the truck and you have a medical emergency, the truck will stay in lane and gradually come to a halt and put on the emergencies. If it doesn't hear a response from you, it will actually call emergency services and get an ambulance. It's going to take care of you, it's going to take care of other cars, it's going to take care of pedestrians. This is a massive increase in safety. A few other things about safety. It's got, with that central position, you're in a very safe position. Even if you were to collide with another semi, you have a low center of gravity that gives you really good handling. It means the probability of a rollover is massively reduced because the battery pack is in the floor pan, and rollover risk is dramatically reduced. And perhaps most importantly, jackknifing is usually the worst nightmare of a trucker. How do you stop your vehicle from jackknifing if you're in difficult conditions? The truck will automatically stop jackknifing because it's got independent motors on each wheel, and it'll dynamically adjust the torque on each wheel so that jackknifing is impossible. Your worst nightmare is gone with this truck. Gone. You never have to worry about it. So it's a miserable job. Reliability. Reliability is incredibly important. The truck is your life, it's your business. Truck breaks down, you're disappointing your customers. It's a horrible day, it could be a horrible week. It could break down in the middle of nowhere. The safety issues. Reliability is incredibly important. We're putting massive attention into making this truck incredibly reliable. And that's why we are guaranteeing that this truck will not break down for 1,000,000 miles.